Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about some updates on George Russell, as well as some comments Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has made after Red Bull's protest in Canada. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description. But let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff, who has said that Red Bull's protest at the Canadian Grand Prix was petty and embarrassing. Now, as we know, George Russell had a fantastic weekend in Canada and went on to win the Canadian Grand Prix, with Max Verstappen finishing in P2. But Red Bull challenged Russell's win, alleging he had broken regulations for both driving erratically and committing unsportsmanlike conduct behind the safety car ahead of Verstappen. Both Mercedes and Red Bull ended up with the stewards, and after a hearing, the stewards decided to throw out the protest, so Russell kept his win. Now, this isn't the first time that Red Bull have protested George Russell. If you go back to the Miami Grand Prix, Red Bull launched a protest there against Russell, alleging that Russell had failed to sufficiently slow under yellow flags, and that was dismissed as well. And speaking about Red Bull's protest in Canada, Wolff told Sky F1, first of all, it took Team Red Bull Racing 2 hours before they launched the protest, so that was in their doing. You know, honestly, it's so petty and so small. They've done it in Miami. Now they launched 2 protests. They took one back because it was ridiculous. They come up with some weird clauses, what they call clauses. I guess the FIA need to look at that because it's so far-fetched. It was rejected. You know, you race, you win, and you lose on track. That was a fair victory for us, like so many they had in the past, and it's just embarrassing. And asked if Red Bull's protest should have been dismissed faster, Wolff added, one of them they actually pulled as a protest. They didn't even follow it through because it was nonsense. The second one took us 5 hours because I don't even know what you refer to as unsportsmanlike behaviour or something, what it was all about, who decides it, because I'm 100% sure it's not Max. He's a racer. He would never go for a protest on such a trivial thing. So obviously Mercedes not happy with the protest, but as we know, Russell keeps his win, and it was a really good victory from Russell. He drove well all weekend and he deserved that. But on the subject of Russell, his future is unclear. As we know, he's out of contract with Mercedes at the end of the season. And he was asked about how his victory in Montreal would impact his contract negotiations with Mercedes. And Russell said, as quoted by Autosport, "It doesn't hurt at all. But as I've said many times, I'm not concerned at all about next year. I know I'm going to be on the grid. I feel that I'm driving better than ever. I still feel I've got more in the tank. I feel I'm ready to fight for a world championship. And I think results like today, when we got half a chance of a good result, we're there to take it. And I'm pretty relaxed, just enjoying the moment, enjoying my racing, and just taking it week by week." And when asked if he was 100% certain that it's going to be Mercedes next year, or if he was talking to other teams, Russell added, "No, I'm not talking with anybody else, and any teams who have shown interest. I've been quite open to say my intentions are to stay with Mercedes. That's always been clear." Despite that though, there has been an update on Russell's future, with Autosport reporting that George Russell is a target to lead Aston Martin's Formula 1 revival in 2026, and they say that was according to a leading paddock source. And Autosport goes on to say that it understands that Russell is being considered as part of the team's future plans following the regulation changes coming into play next year. Now, there were rumours about this earlier in the month, but it looks like Aston Martin are trying to push for Russell, and that would be quite a move. And I think it's an attractive team to go to. They've got Honda engines coming in 2026, and we know the Honda engine is really good. Adrian Newey is designing the 2026 car, and as we know, Newey is one of the best designers of all time. So it will be interesting to see what happens in the future. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.